Every school team has that one player, the player who never loses the ball, the one who somehow scores an insane number of goals, the player who becomes everyone's favorite on the pitch. But what if you could become that player? In this video, I'm going to show you 7 simple things that can immediately take your school football level to a completely new level. And if you actually apply them, you won't just improve, you'll become the player that everyone on your team depends on. The first way is extremely simple but also incredibly powerful. Master the basic 1v1 skills. If you watch professional players carefully, you'll notice something interesting. The players who almost never lose the ball are not always doing crazy tricks or flashy skills. Instead, they have mastered the most simple moves in football. Think about it. When you watch Lionel Messi play, you rarely see him doing rainbow flicks or complicated freestyle tricks. Most of the time, he beats defenders with very simple movements, a quick shoulder drop, a body feint, or a sudden change of direction. And somehow, defenders still struggle to stop him. Why does this work so well? Because simple skills are fast, safe, and unpredictable. A defender doesn't need much time to react to a complicated trick, but when a player performs a quick body feint or step over, the defender has almost no time to adjust. That small moment of hesitation is often all you need to get past them. Moves like step-overs, body feints, shoulder drops, and quick direction changes are some of the most effective skills in football. When you practice them enough, they become natural and automatic, which makes them extremely difficult to defend. And the best part is that any player can master these moves with enough repetition. Now, you might be thinking about players like Neymar, who sometimes perform flashy skills like rainbow flicks or other tricks. But here's something important most people don't notice. When Neymar does those risky moves, he usually does them in very safe areas of the pitch, like near the opponent's corner flag, or when he has enough space and time. That means even if he loses the ball, he still has time to recover it, or his team can quickly win it back. At the school level, you don't need flashy tricks to dominate defenders. If you truly master the basic 1v1 skills, you will start beating defenders consistently, keeping possession more often, and becoming a much more dangerous player on the pitch. The second way to become the best player on your school team is something many players completely ignore, and that is communication. Start talking more on the pitch. Start becoming more extroverted during the game. You can have great skills. You can be technically very good. But if you are not receiving the ball, if you are not demanding the ball, how are your teammates supposed to know you want it? Think about this situation. You see a huge space open in the midfield. You know if you receive the ball there, you can create a big chance. But if you stay silent, if you don't call for the ball, your teammate might never notice that space. Football is a fast game. Players don't always have time to look everywhere. That's why communication is so powerful. A simple shout like "man on," "turn," "switch," or "I'm free" can completely change the situation. Players who constantly communicate help their entire team play faster and smarter. And something interesting happens when you start doing this. People begin to see you as a leader. You don't need to wear the captain's armband to act like one. A player who communicates, guides teammates, and helps organize the team naturally becomes someone the team relies on. Even if you are still an average player technically, strong communication can instantly make you far more valuable to the team. But there is one important rule. Communication is not about shouting or blaming teammates. Great leaders don't scream at players when they make mistakes. Instead, they encourage them, guide them, and help them improve. One of the biggest reasons many players don't perform at their best in school football has nothing to do with their skills. It actually starts in the morning. Your morning routine decides your entire day. Think about what most students do when they wake up. They immediately grab their phone, start scrolling, checking messages, social media, or random videos. And this might look harmless, but it actually drains your brain. The first thing your body truly needs after waking up is natural light and movement. But when you immediately give your brain blue light from your phone, you are basically giving it fake dopamine. Your brain gets overstimulated too early, which later makes you feel more tired, less focused, and mentally exhausted. That's one of the reasons many players feel low energy during school matches. They are not fully focused, they feel lazy, and sometimes they even play nervously or without confidence. But you can fix this with a very simple morning routine. When you wake up, avoid your phone for a while. Instead, go outside and get some natural sunlight. This helps your body wake up properly and improves your energy levels. Do some light stretching to activate your muscles, and if possible, possible, do a short football session before school. You don't need anything complicated. Just practice basic skills like passing, shooting, dribbling, juggling, or finishing. Even 15 to 30 minutes of simple training every day can create huge improvement over time. Most players only train when they feel like it, but players who train consistently, even for a short time, develop much better control, confidence, and sharpness. And something interesting will start happening. You will arrive at school feeling more awake, more focused, and mentally ready to play. Instead of feeling tired during the match, your body will feel active and prepared. Your decisions will become faster, your movement will feel sharper, and your overall performance will improve. Sometimes the difference between an average player and a standout player is not just talent. It's simply how they start their day. The fourth way to become the best player on your school team is to develop great awareness of your surroundings during matches. Start scanning even before the ball arrives to you. Quickly look over your shoulders and observe what's happening around you. Where are your teammates? Where are the defenders? And most importantly, where is the open space? When you constantly scan the pitch, something powerful happens. You start developing a clear picture of the game in your mind. Instead of panicking when you receive the ball, you already know what your next move will be. You might realize there is no opponent behind you, which means you can safely turn and move forward. Or maybe you notice a huge gap in front of you that you can immediately attack. And this is where another important tip comes in. When you see that opportunity, attack the defender directly. Don't hesitate, don't slow down, and most importantly, don't be nervous. Be confident and move forward with purpose. When you attack a defender immediately after receiving the ball, you put them under instant pressure. Most defenders need a small moment to set their body position and prepare to defend properly. But when you attack them quickly, they don't get that time. They are forced to react instantly. This usually puts them on their toes, slightly off balance, and mentally rushed. And that's exactly when defenders start making mistakes. They step the wrong way, or they give you just enough space to get past them. Because you made your decision so quickly, the defender now has to deal with a player who is already moving at speed. In that moment, you are not just reacting to the game anymore. You are controlling the situation. That's why confident, decisive players are always so dangerous on the pitch. They scan early, they decide quickly, and when the opportunity appears, they attack without hesitation. If you start doing this consistently, you'll notice something interesting. Defenders will begin to fear giving you space, because they know the moment you receive the ball, you're ready to punish them immediately. Once you start reading the game properly, something interesting begins to happen. You slowly start becoming the player everyone on the team loves to play with. When I say reading the game, I mean understanding exactly when to pass, when to dribble, and when to create a chance. At first, this might sound very simple. You might think, I already know how to pass, I already know how to dribble. But there is a huge difference between knowing how to do something and knowing when to do it. Anyone can pass the ball, but knowing the perfect moment to release that pass is what separates average players from intelligent players. This is why decision-making is one of the most valuable skills in football. Every team wants players who can make the game easier for everyone else. A perfect example of this is Kevin De Bruyne. He is not just known for his passing ability, but for his incredible understanding of the game. He knows when to speed up the attack and when to slow the game down. He knows when to play a simple pass and when to create a dangerous chance.